Mr. Block, and in this video I will be showing you how to use my Google site, www.historywithblock.com, and this site is actually for all my students, whether you are face-to-face in the classroom or you are a virtual learner at home. This is your one-stop shop for everything you need for my class. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And here's what you see on the screen is the home page. These tabs at the top are the same as the tabs down below. So I prefer these buttons down here myself, but whatever you like you may use to get to where you need to be on the website. But before I get started showing you how the buttons and the design of the website, let me show you what it looks like on different devices. So what you're seeing right now is on a laptop. This is what it would look like on a laptop, okay? What it will look like on your phone will look like this, okay? So you scroll down and you see the different buttons and the links with icons, okay? So this is what it looks like on your cell phone, all right? On your Chromebook, it will look like this. It looks much like the laptop version. You've got the tabs at the top, you've got your main headline story there, and then you've got the buttons to go to different locations on the website, and then you've got your icons that link you to different sites, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the computer screen, laptop screen, okay? So here we go. Now, like I said, this area right here is going to be like the latest and greatest big news. So right now, what's the big news? We're starting back to school. So here's a Meet Mr. Block video. I talked a little bit about the website in there, but the video that I'm making here that you're watching is really covers everything. So anyway, so what's the big news? We're going back to school. Here's your school supplies. I'm excited about coming back to teach. So this will change. This will be other headline news will be put here, or major things going on, okay? The tabs down here are very, very important for getting the job done this year. Okay, this first button is the button for the lessons for 1st through 8th periods. So 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th will come to this button. Click on this button for lessons, okay? So let's go ahead and go there. All right, so this here explains what you can find on the daily lessons, and remember, when you come here, I'm going to be adding lessons. There's going to be the date, and the most current date will be on top. So you'll have to scroll down to see lessons from earlier dates. Okay. So right now, at the making of this video, I just have the first day on here, which is August the 10th, and it's welcome to my classroom type stuff. So we are simply getting to know each other on this day to go over class expectation and procedures, and I want you to fill out a getting to know you Google form in the Google Classroom. So anytime there's an assignment to be done on this date, sometimes I might just post information, but it doesn't have an assignment, so you won't have this Google Classroom icon. Now this button here is on my computer. You won't see this when you go to my website, okay? So let's go ahead and click on the Google Classroom icon to do what the lesson. Now looky here, you got all the different periods here. You click on the period that you're in to access the lessons. Okay, so 1st and 2nd period are A push, and 3rd through 8th are the U.S. history classes, and they'll have different things, but sometimes they'll have the same thing. Like the first day of school is very similar. So anyway, you click on the icon for your period, and voila, you are at the Google Classroom. And as you can see, for A push, the getting to know you is right down here. I posted it August the 6th, but it's actually for the date of August the 10th. So you would click on it and do the lesson. Ready? So anyway, so here is the getting to know you, and also virtual learners, every time you do a lesson on here, please click on this one. Will always be there, U.S. History Virtual Learners Daily Check-in Form. We need you to fill out this so that we can count you present and make it official that you were in class. So make sure that you put your last name and your first name, select your period, and notice when I have the periods, I actually have the times. So if I were you, I would follow my schedule at home and go ahead and submit this form so that it's timed. It has a time stamp on it showing that you're attending class, okay? And please write what you're working on. Do you have any questions? And is there anything you would like for me to know? So anyway, so please fill these out. Every time you attend doing something in my class, I need you to fill this form out as well, okay? So that we can, I can let the office know that you were participating, okay? All right, so do the lesson. Getting to know your form is the first thing you do. And of course, you can see that it is a Google form. So just be in the habit of doing this each and every day. Go to my website, go to daily lessons, read up on what's going on that day, and if there's a Google Classroom icon, let's go to 4th period, just for the heck of it. All right, and so you can get to the Google site that way. All right. All right, now we're back to. Remember, anytime you see a Google icon, that means you've got work for that day. So please click on it. All right, so the next button is the table of contents. That's what TOC stands for, the table of contents, and that is for 3rd through 8th periods, okay? And so you would click on there, and there is your table of contents. You have an interactive notebook, and this needs to be updated every day, whether you're in the class or you're at home. And as I type on this here, I have administration access, so I can type the lesson here and then post it, and it shows up automatically on the website. Okay, so make sure that you're updating your table of contents, whether you're face-to-face or virtual, every day. Make it a habit. It kind of keeps you on board with what's going on in class. Okay, now let's quickly, here's the A-push lesson buttons. That's for 1st and 2nd periods. Okay, so the A-push, 1st and 2nd, that's where you get your lessons. And A-push, here's your table of contents. TOC stands for table of contents. You too will be maintaining a interactive notebook, whether you're virtual or in class face-to-face. Okay, so anyway, how-to videos. This video that I'm recording right now will end up there. Just some of the things that are there already is how to put together your interactive notebook. Okay, I will be replacing this video with the one I'm making now. So anyway, come here to get your, if you say, hey, that's, like for example, vocabulary cards. To say you forget how to do a vocabulary card, this would be the location I'll be posting how to do that here. Thinking maps. Oh, how do I do a circle map? How do I do a tree map? We're going to be doing lots of thinking maps. If you forget how to do it, there'll be a video here as well on how to do thinking maps. So this is your how to do videos button. Okay, word wall. Now those who are in class, of course, will see this word wall on the wall. In fact, it's on the wall right now. Okay, the word walls have the information that's pretty much on every STAR test. So if you study this word wall and you get good with the knowledge on the word walls, you're going to pass the STAR test. But of course, we want grade level 70 or higher, and even better yet, we need a high percentage of Orangeville students getting commended on the STAR test. Okay, all right. So this is the word wall button. All right. So we covered these two. Let's go to A-push resources. A-push, now everybody, this is for 1st and 2nd periods. A-push. This is a resources page. The course description is here, and the exam description. It is direct link to the College Board website. This manual is 276 pages, and it's just what the course is about and how to do well on the exam. So it's a very valuable resource if you want to understand what is expected of A-push students. Lots of writing, by the way. We're going to be doing a lot of long essays and database question essays, and it's going to be some work. So get ready to be doing some writing in A-push. Okay. So let me go back to the resource page. Okay. Rubrics for examinations. This shows you how we're going to grade multiple choice questions, short answer questions, rubrics for A-push long essay questions, and database questions rubrics. So as you can see, this is the policy on just grading for the APUSH exam, and we're going to be grading in class the same way, getting ready for that exam. Okay. The expectation for APUSH is if you're in APUSH, the expectation is you're taking the AP test for that to attempt to get that college credit, and there should be a high percentage of students doing that and getting passing it as well. So you can get that college credit. That's what this class is all about. Okay. All right. So APUSH explained. Here's a website for that. Our APUSH textbooks here. You click on this textbook, and I will give you the information to get registered for the online textbook. Okay, 3rd through 8th periods, I'm going to show you yours in just a moment. Okay, this is how to prepare for the exam, and then exam examples are going to be here. They're coming soon. So this is for APUSH, 1st and 2nd period. And APUSH textbook, we've already seen that. Okay, forms and documents. This is for everyone. Here's the class syllabus. And Frayer model cards. I will be making a video on how we're going to handle vocabulary in the classroom, and this is called a Frayer model vocabulary card. And I prefer that you draw them. If you have a printer, you may print them, but this is something we can draw to analyze or to create a vocabulary card so we have complete understanding of terms and vocabulary. Okay, I'll be posting a video on that. Here's our Orangeville calendar. I'll be posting a video on the different thinking maps that we do. I might show a video and say, hey, we're going to take notes with a circle map. And then when we finish any of these maps, at the bottom we leave room for a summary to summarize using the information that we've captured in the different types of thinking maps to summarize what we just learned. Okay, so I'll be making a video of how to do these thinking maps, and they're very important for this class. And we just draw them. We hand draw them in our notebooks, and I'll tell you what page to draw them on, and they usually go with the lesson. Okay, and one more thing that's here already is note taking. The more advanced students, I really expect that you take it to a higher level and do more of the Cornell's notes style of note taking. But this is the basic for my classes, putting the main ideas, person, place, or things on this side. Or main ideas, and then details on this side. So if you can go right down the list, oh, I know this item, I know this item, I know this term, I know this person, I know that, oh, I don't remember this event, so I'm going to study these notes. So it's a really great way to study for tests. So anyway, so that is your forms and documents. Let's go back to the home. All right, so and this here is where this button, this next button, U.S. History TEKS. These are what the state of Texas expects you to know to be prepared for the STAR. So those at home, parents, you can just check this out and see the expectations for the STAR test. And at this point, the STAR test is still a go, so we have to be prepared. Unless we're always going to be prepared, but we will be notified by the state whether we have it or not. Okay. All right, the pacing guide. This here is if you're in sports, as an example, you can say, what am I doing next Thursday? This is, or next week, or people at home learning virtually. What should I have been learning by this date? This is what's called a pacing guide. So you can see, it could change, depending on things going on, but I will update it as much as I can, keep it as accurate as possible, but this here is how you keep the pacing for the year. Okay, so I will have it done. It's done through December now. I'll have it done for the rest of the year soon. Okay, and the last thing on here is Meet Mr. Block. You can look at that if you want to learn more about me. Okay, so here's another little quick way to the Google Classroom. Like I said, if there's a lesson on the daily lessons buttons, then I'll have an icon there. But this here is like a quick link to get to those classes too. All right, and remember, you have to be invited to it, and once you're invited, it's seamless getting in. All right. So YouTube, we will have a YouTube channel for the class, and there's actually some videos already there. When I do live feeds for either class work or even tutorials maybe, I will, once I finish the live streaming, during the live streaming you can ask questions in the comments section. So I can actually, that's what's nice about being live, is that you can actually participate and get involved. But once I finish the live stream, it goes into a file, and the video will be available here. I'll date it and put like some sort of main title for you to know what day and what things we covered. Okay, so there is a YouTube channel for our class. All right, the classes through 3rd through 8th. This is your textbook. Okay, so those at home, you can contact me for an ID and password. Those in class, I will give you those in class. Okay, so this is our textbook that we use, and this is the electronic version of that. All right, and then Remind, please go to Remind and sign up for the Remind. There's one for APUSH students, and there's one for U.S. History students. Okay, so the code is on the board in class, or contact me for the code if you don't see it online. Actually, it's on my Orangefield High School Meet the Teacher website as well. Okay, webpage. All right, so here's some, remember we're a STAR class, so let's be ready for that. And I will throw out some STAR questions, and you can try them out and see if you get them right or not. Okay, so you see how you're doing on those questions. All right, so that is the website. One thing I do want to show you right quick though, when using your phone, this might happen, and it might be a message that pops up, and you think you can't get to the Google Classroom, but I'm going to show you that it's pretty simple. Okay, so I'm going to go to the document camera and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me go to my website here right quick, www.history.com, historywithblock.com. All right, so okay, so I'm at our website on the phone. Okay, so let's just say I'm in 7th period. So I'm going to go to lessons for 7th period, and I'm reading what we're doing that day, and I go, oh, there is a lesson that's on Google Classroom, so let me click the icon. And I'm in 7th period, so I'm going to click on 7th period. Now, even I get like this message that says class not found, but I have multiple email addresses. So I need to click this and find my Orangefield email address. And now I'm in, okay? So, so that I just wanted to show you that. So if you encounter that, that doesn't mean you can't get in the classroom. It just simply means you need to select the your Orangefield email address. Okay. So all right, back to this website. So I hope this is it has been informative and shows you how easy it's going to be to utilize this Google site in conjunction with our Google Classrooms. And this is your one-stop shop. So this is where you come every morning, whether you're, or I say morning, whenever your class is, whether it's face-to-face or it is online. Okay, so if you have any questions, please email me, rblock@orangefieldisd.net, and I look forward to getting the job done with you and making sure that we are successful in U.S. history, whether you're in class or you're at home. Thanks so much for watching.